Sorry for the lighting. I just noticed one of my light bulbs went out in the bathroom, and then my camera also likes to make me look really orange or red when I'm wearing orange or red, so it's kind of funny. So yeah, if I start looking like an Oompa Loompa, I apologize. But I wanted to touch base with you guys. Today is August 21st, so it's the day of the solar eclipse, and I think I'm about 5 weeks pregnant. I don't know, maybe a day off or a day early, whichever, but close enough. So, but I just wanted to let you guys know how I'm doing and what my symptoms and cravings have been. I did want to mention that I completely forgot in my last vlog when I was 4 weeks that I was also having like really strong cramping, and they weren't entirely like period cramping, but they kind of felt somewhat like that. It actually kind of felt like I went jogging or I ran a marathon or whatever. So my abs were just really hurting. But I know it was my uterus that was hurting. Basically, it's the pain that you start getting, your round ligament pain and stuff, with everything just making room for the pregnancy and stuff. So, but it was really strong this time, a lot stronger than I'm used to. And I think that is just because I just had a baby. So my uterus was probably just screaming at me. It's like, you just had a baby, I just had something in here. So yeah. And then there was one other thing that I forgot to mention, but I can't remember it now. Sorry, this bathroom gets like no air ventilation in here, so it's really hot. But yeah, so that I think was the only thing I forgot to mention, other than the one other thing that I can't remember. So, I don't know if I had mentioned about the morning sickness I was feeling the Monday prior. I might have mentioned that. But yeah, that kind of like, I haven't had any since then, up until, I believe my mother-in-law was here on Thursday or Friday. I think it was Friday. No, Thursday, because she stayed the night and she left Friday. So Thursday, the kids all wanted a pickle out of the fridge, and so I thought, that sounds really good. So I ate one, and sure enough, within 20 minutes, I was feeling pretty nauseous, and that lasted a few hours, just because I ate a pickle. So the wonderful old wives' tale of women craving pickles while they're pregnant is back to how I felt with Ava. When I was pregnant with Ava, in the early stages with morning sickness and stuff, I couldn't eat pickles either. Daniel went out and bought me 2 giant jars back then of pickles, and I could not eat them. So luckily though, after about 16 weeks when I stopped being sick with her, I was able to eat them. So, but yeah, so I was fine after a few hours, and then I kind of felt it a little bit again yesterday, which was Sunday. This morning I kind of just feel like my stomach is uneasy. I don't really feel nauseous, but I'm kind of just sitting around waiting. I know that that's probably why I'm only about 5 weeks, because my morning sickness really kicks in by 6 weeks. So by 6 weeks I'm actually full-blown throwing up in the bathroom almost at least 2 to 4 times a day. So yeah, I'm trying to enjoy these last few days of feeling pretty good, and I know it's going to end pretty soon. I think if I didn't end up having morning sickness, it would be only because I just had a baby and my body is kind of used to the hormones, but I really don't think that's the case, and it would be a pure miracle if I did not get sick this pregnancy. So, because with every one of my kids, I've been sick for 3 to 4 months straight. So, and it seems like it gets a week or 2 longer each pregnancy. So, sorry, I'm feeling really out of breath today. So this, with morning sickness with this one, I could be sick all the way up to like 20 weeks. So, oh, that's what it was. I forgot to mention that that was almost one of my first symptoms and thoughts of me being pregnant, was that I was constantly going to the bathroom, and I had to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night. But I am still going like every 30 minutes, which is driving me nuts. And it's like bad. If I have to go, I have to go. Like, I feel like I drink a gallon of water every 30 minutes. So, going out and when I'm picking up my daughter and stuff, like, it's a little bit difficult because I'm sitting there waiting in the van and I have to go. So that's been really fun. And in order to go at her school, I have to go in and sign in and get a sticker with my name on it and go all the way down the halls. And yeah, that's quite fun. So, but yeah, as far as this week, that's really all that's been going on, is the restroom breaks and just a couple minor nauseated moments. I have been craving like meat. I really badly wanted a cheeseburger from In-N-Out, so my husband got me one of those. Funny thing is that I was craving it like crazy, and then the moment that I had it and I tasted it, I didn't want it anymore. I still ate it, but I was just like, wow, this was kind of a disappointment. So, yeah. But I've also been kind of eating like those little frozen beef taco things, and I just ate a bunch of taquitos. So I'm definitely craving meat, so we're kind of crossing our fingers that it's another boy. Because with Oliver, my first craving with him was cheeseburger, and then it went on to like hot dogs constantly. I do remember I craved chocolate hot fudge sundaes from McDonald's with him. But with the girls, it always has been like Taco Bell and fruits and stuff. So I don't know. You never know. So the only wives' tale that's ever been accurate for me 100% with all the pregnancies is the dream one, where they say that you have if you have a dream of your baby and its gender, then you will be having the opposite. And that has been the case with all 4 of my kids. So I told my husband, because he keeps saying it's a boy, and I was like, well, I'll let you know when I have the gender dream. So he thought that was pretty funny. But yeah, so I did go ahead and test again on, I think it was, what day was that? Friday, maybe? I can't remember. No, wait. The date is right on here. Saturday. So it's Saturday, I went to the store and I went ahead and grabbed a test, because I do like to make sure within like a week after that the line is getting darker and everything's still going okay, because of course when you are in the early stages of pregnancy, you don't really feel like you're pregnant. Like you can start off with a lot of symptoms and then they kind of go away for a couple weeks, and then all of a sudden they pick back up. So being in those 2 to 3 weeks of nothing going on, you kind of get a little bit concerned. So I just went ahead and grabbed one and took that, and it was definitely a lot darker. I don't know if this is focusing. I'll turn it around for you guys again, because yeah, so this was the one I had taken a little over a week ago. And then that's the one I took on Saturday. So definitely a lot darker. So we're definitely really happy that things seem to be going okay. Now, as far as like my first doctor's appointment, I don't have insurance right now. And I know that just sounds crazy. But my husband's open enrollment and stuff doesn't start until the middle of September. So if I get put onto that, I will likely, hopefully, be seen by the end of September. But of course, that's just to go in and get confirmation that I am pregnant. And then they'll probably schedule me an ultrasound quickly, because I'll be so far along. But it may not be till like the second week of October. So I could very well be like anywhere between 10 to 14 weeks before we finally get to see this baby, which is really weird for me because I've always seen our babies between 6 to 8 weeks.
I got my shower.
You did your shower. You're just so cute. I love you. Oliver, he was so upset that I was making him take a shower, and now he's perfectly happy. So I love when they think they don't want to do something, and then it turns out they do. So, but yeah, I have always seen our babies between 6 to 8 weeks. So this is going to be really like agonizing for me to be having to wait so long. But I do still have my heart Doppler, which I'm really happy I did not sell it. The reason I didn't sell it was because people were trying to offer me $20 for something I was trying to sell for $50, and I was like, this is not a cheap Doppler. It cost almost $200. So I was like, I'm not going to get what it's worth back. So I was like, I'm just going to go ahead and keep it. So I did, and so thankfully, with all of my pregnancies, I've been able to pick up our baby's heartbeat by 8 weeks on there. And so I'm just kind of like, okay, well, I've got maybe 3 more weeks, and then I should be able to start listening to the heartbeat. So that'll definitely make me feel better, because that's generally what you're looking for in an ultrasound anyway. So, yeah, so that's 3 weeks from now. We're going to be going out to see family and stuff, and then have Emmy's baby blessing done. And then when I get back, I should hopefully be able to start finding the heartbeat. Sorry if this is shaking. I do not have a steady hand. I used to, of course, but after having babies, you get like, I don't know, so much high, low blood pressure, yeah, all that jazz. So I just kind of have dealt with a really shaky hand lately. So yeah, sorry I keep looking down at them. They're kind of entertaining to look at constantly. So, but I really think that's all I wanted to talk about. Sorry it's a long vlog, and it's always a lot longer than I expect. But I also want to let you guys know that I'm not doing belly shots for a while. I said this with Emmy as well, because Leah just pretty much destroyed my belly when I was pregnant with her, because she was so far out. Now I just constantly look like I am like 20 weeks pregnant, so there's really no point. Also, my bathroom now, like the mirror is here, so you really can't see me anyway. So yeah, that's like where I'm at now, which is crazy. So yeah, probably like 16 weeks or so will be when I start doing belly shots. But yeah, I think that's really all I wanted to talk to you guys about, and I should hopefully be back for my 6-week video. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye.